Good morning from Philville. I think one of the neat things about YouTube is being able to look how other people live. This is my fishing hut. It's where I go to get away from females. My man cave, I guess you'd say. When I first bought this place, we would stay in there and sleep in there some at night. It was just a piece of dirt when I bought it. And now I put all my bee equipment in there and paint stuff. I paint my bee equipment. Right now I'm in the process of putting on apiguard treatments. I'm not treating the nukes, the mating nukes, because I don't want to mess the queen up in any way, or the making of a queen. As you can tell, I need to weed eat. I think that's the bane of every beekeeper. There is nothing that will make bees madder than weed eater flinging stuff on their house. They get mad. This year was quite successful. It wasn't, I would say if I give it a 1 to a 10, my success this year has been about a 7. I have made 28 queens. I've had approximately 6 queens that died for no reason that I know of. I could have squished them when I was putting them back together. They could have just timed out, not really sure. I did not have a great percentage of success this year on my mating nukes. I've learned some of the things that I did wrong, but some of the other stuff I just don't even know. So it's a learning phase. What I have learned, if you're going to have mixed success, you just got to do more. And so if everything would have done well right now, and I'm at 32 hives. This is my pond. I dug this pond myself. Me and a old friend of mine 10 years ago dug this pond. Really cool. It's full of bass and catfish. Got some humongous grass carp in here and a bunch of bluegills. Always wanted my own pond. Philville has been my dream. I was raised in an apartment building. It's my house up there. There's my old barn. I have a barn that's about 125 years old. It was even built in the time that they did not use metal nails. I think they call it hole and peg. This is the persimmon tree. It did not produce this year. Usually it has thousands of persimmons on it. Not this year. This year in southern Ohio, the spring was cold and wet. Messed a lot of stuff up. This right here is probably my favorite place in the world. This little 10-foot circle right here. I have caught hundreds and hundreds of fish here. I don't know about, yeah, I'd say hundreds for sure. And it's weird. There's fish food up my, well, that's bubbles. I thought that was fish food. My wife might have thrown it out. Look how pretty the pond is. Isn't that pretty? There's something magical about having a pond. This pond's 3/4 of an acre. And it's awesome. We sit up here a lot. Me and my wife just chilling out if we want to get out of the sun. This old well here is amazing. It never goes dry. It never makes you pump it more than 3 times. Even if it's a drought and hasn't rained in a month, this well will produce water. Call it Old Faithful. And then right over here where you see right in front of this tree, there was a house right there. We took it down. That was amazing. It was a 2-story house. So this well here supplied a family's needs. We took every wall out all the way around it and it wouldn't fall down. And then we went and it had a chimney holding the whole thing up. And then when we pushed the chimney finally, it fell down. That was amazing. This is a mistake here too. I have that nice concrete pad. It's a great thing to put bees on. But people walk by here. This is our walk area. It's restricted the amount of parties or get-togethers I could have. We usually have them here because sometimes bees are a little territorial. Down there I have a bunch of mating nukes. It's upper field there. This is called the party tree. It's the coolest tree, man. It's old and it's got some problems. I buggered it up a little bit when I moved here. I had to make this road, straighten this road out over here. I had to take a big branch off, and it hurt the tree. Excuse me. Here's a look at my old barn. Lots of equipment and wood and stuff. Whatever your dream is, I say go for it. There's another pond up there. That's the only neighbor I have. I have one neighbor. They're cool people. I have one neighbor within a quarter mile. This is the first year since I've been here in 10 years these trees have not produced persimmons. They always produce, and this year they didn't. It was a really rough winter, and half of our blackberries, domestic and wild, died. Excuse me. It was a bummer of a winter. But, you know, we're in Ohio, so we're in kind of a transition zone. It's one of my favorite hives, that brown and dark brown, light brown. So nice. I don't know if they've stung me all year. I have some domestic blackberries there. I have some fruit trees here I'm trying to get going. This would be an extra storage area here. I have an old box truck here. We used to be in the produce business. I have sold hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of produce through the years. Melons and cantaloupes and peaches and all kinds of good stuff like that. Here's a small garden now I have. You got to plant a lot of sunflowers to make it a big difference. It's kind of neat when they come in, they're covered in the pollen. I hope your life's going well. Whatever your dream is, go for it. Don't be one of those people that says, boy, I wish I would have done it, but I didn't have the heart to do it. Don't be that way. Go for it. Whatever it is that you dream of, it's worth the effort. It's worth the hard work. Get out there and work hard. This stuff where we work, see that little bird? There's a little yellow bird. See the canary in there? Can you see that? Those suckers will tear your sunflowers up. See it? Those little yellow birds, they seem so cute. They're little, I think they're canaries. Them suckers will wear your sunflowers out. They ate 75% of my sunflowers last year. Can you see that little sucker there? They seem cute, but they will take all your seed. I keep all my own seed. Seed's expensive. Up here in the top, I have a garden up here. We did that back to Eden. Most of my ground is very poor, and I got a huge amount of wood chips from a tree trimming company, and I pushed a foot of wood chips up there, and that will turn junk ground into great ground. It brings the worms in. All my trees, I haven't had any good luck on fruit yet, but man, the trees are growing good. Right there's some blackberries. I have 45 acres. This place is awesome. We call it Philville because when I was a kid, I dreamed of having a place with my own land where I could have no neighbors and I could sit on my porch, not be able to see anybody. Shoot, we're country enough, we even pee off the front porch. Some of you may say, ooh, the rest of us say, yeah, me too. Down here is a late crop of corn, buckwheat, and sunflowers, and also some mixed in stuff. There's another garden. There's my chicken coop down there. We raise chicken eggs. I believe that people get sick because of what you eat. And if you eat all this trash and chemicals and pre-made junk, I think it'll make you sickly. When I quit eating all that stuff, I lost a ton of weight and I feel way better. Here's a peek at Adams County, Ohio, Woodlands. It's such a great place. This is one of the prettiest places in the world if you like hillbilly country, which I absolutely do. I'm from the suburbs of Cincinnati. We're getting ready to go to church. I just wanted to show you what Philville's like, so you understand what Philville's like. It's called Philville because I dreamed of that as a child, and I worked hard my whole life to get it, and I got it. Some people say, well, why ain't it called Phil and Maryville or Montgomeryville? Because having a good-looking wife was part of the dream of Philville, and I got that too. Been blessed with kids. I have been blessed with all my dreams, but I worked hard to get it. And remember, God didn't work 40 hours and go home and cry about how tired he was. He worked 6 days. It says he worked 6 days, and the seventh day he rested. So if you don't have what you need on 40 hours, work 50. And if 50 don't get it, work 60. And if 60 don't get it, work 70. Because I will tell you that after you've achieved your goals, it's worth it. It's worth all the hard work. And instead of watching everybody else have the great things in the world, we live in the greatest country in the world. Go get your dream. Go get your American dream. Work your hind end off. And hopefully you'll have your Philville someday also. Be blessed.